Right.
Well, here we are on YouTube, and this is what you would call a reaction. We actually like to call it more like a review because really that's what we
Yeah.
do. We review stuff. We make fun of each other. It's like two of us, we're hanging out together, watching or listening to music together and just giving our thoughts. So
Yeah, I
if you call
hate
that a reaction, then
reaction.
it's a reaction. Yeah.
I don't like reaction channels in general. Like,
Mm.
and I don't think we are so much as one as the songs we talk about how the songs make us feel, and then
Yeah.
they often lead into other discussions for other things. Sure, but sure the reaction is how we feel about the song, but we haven't talked recently about it how much reaction channels are so fake and they should be called overreaction channels.
Yeah.
Because there's
That's
no
good.
song that makes you. I've
Yeah.
never listened to a song where I've had to open my mouth. I've heard thousands of songs in my life. I've never once had an orgasm listening to it. Okay, so okay, this is a request from Angela. I think Angela Flowers, maybe. Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Angela. This is for the song "The Love of a Daughter" by Demi. She had a complicated relationship with her father due to his struggles with bipolar disorder. Well, that's not good. Oh, and schizophrenia and addiction. Okay, so a lot of different stuff. He died. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, we just did Father. Like
a live performance. Yeah,
performance was beautiful. So is this like a partner song to that? Maybe.
Let us know in the comments. Definitely. Well, it's about the dad relationship again at the very least. But yes, he died in 2013. Battling cancer. This song was written for her third album, Unbroken, released in 2011. Oh, so this was written before he passed.
Oh.
So that's some context there. Yeah, the song we heard was after he passed. So Demi's parents split when she was 2. Sorry, I lost it. And she was raised by her mother and stepfather. Demi said in 2009 she had cut off her dad and hadn't spoken to him in 2 years because he had let her down too many times. Oh, it's too bad. So I know she's made peace with it. I think we've established that she's made some peace with that in his passing. And she also mentioned that her the father mentioned that he was glad that the stepfather was a good father figure to her. So he's not all bad per se in the sense that like he struggled, but he wasn't an evil person. He just had his mental health struggles and addiction struggles, which doesn't make him a bad person. It makes somebody who's overwhelmed with struggles is how I look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's cool. That's good context.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Angela, for that write-up. Okay, so I've got the lyrics up, Nathan, because I think it's audio only. So
okay, let me do the same.
All right.
Okay, I'll just do it while it's playing.
Okay.
Years old, with my back to the door, all I could hear was the family war. Your selfish hands, always expecting more. Am I your child, or just a charity ward? You have a hollowed out heart, but it's heavy in your chest. I try so hard to fight it, but it's hopeless, hopeless. You're hopeless. Oh, Father, please, Father, I'd love to leave you alone, but I can't let you go. Oh, Father, please, Father, put the bottle down for the love of a daughter. It's been 5 years since we spoken last, and you can't take back what we never had. you push me out of your world? Lie to your flesh and your blood. Put your hands on the ones that you swore you loved. Don't you remember I'm your baby girl? How could you throw me right out of your world? So young when the pain had begun, now forever afraid of being alone. Oh Father, please Father, I'd love to leave you alone, but I can't let you go. Oh Father, please Father. Oh Father, please Father. Put the bottle down for the love of a daughter. For the love of a daughter.
Hmm. Interesting
me-
comments people have said here
Oh,
that
yeah.
she's only performed it once and never again.
Live, yeah.
I can see why. Like I almost think that
It's too
she
personal.
probably yeah, it's too personal, and she probably performed it when, like, prior to him passing. Well, that's or not
Right.
performed, but like, and then afterwards, it kind of feels a little bit like, is that doing the right, you know? Because the emotional state is correct to feel that in the moment, and then later you probably. I think that's what the father song that she sang afterwards kind of does, is it almost corrects a
Mm,
little bit of what she was feeling at the moment of this song.
sure.
Still,
Yeah.
it's a powerful song. You know what it makes me think that she could pull off very easily? And it's weird for me to say this because, like, I don't want my Demi to, like, you know, do something wrong, but I think she could pull off country.
Oh, probably. Well, yeah.
Can,
I
can,
think she can
can
probably
you hear
sing
that?
anything.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
like could, like, potentially take a country song and demify it, if you want to call it that. Like she could do her thing with country music and actually make it even better.
Okay.
Like I just think that had the song didn't have a country feel to it, but it made me think that she could actually do a pretty good job of it, because country allows you to tell stories.
Mm,
And that's what I'm feeling with a lot of Demi's stuff is it feels like it's telling stories. She seems to tell a story in almost every song, and this feels story like in a way, and not just your classic pop ballad, right?
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So
What do you think of the
yeah,
song?
loved it. I love the
Oh,
song. I think
yeah.
it was like it had that huge build to, like, very powerful, very emotional, very, like, I can imagine if there's only one and only time she sang uh this song, I imagine she was probably, like she often does, she probably got quite emotional singing it.
Yeah.
We
For
have
sure.
seen her sing with Brad Paisley. Remember the one where he, like, I
Mm-hmm.
think he's playing the guitar and doing,
Yep.
like, the harmony
He's sitting
parts for
down
her.
there. Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my thoughts.
No, I echo everything you said. I don't need to repeat it. I totally agree. Incredible song, well performed. Of course, she can sing the dickens out of anything, and yes, she could
Mhm,
countrify that. I think very easily.
mhm,
The lyrics, of course, I got from this was the one here that really stuck out to me when she said "I love you." It loses its meaning after a while, and it starts to sound like a betrayal and
mhm,
disappointment. And that one really stung for me. Now, I don't think I have that relationship with my kids or my parents, but I mean, I know I don't, but I can imagine how those words become empty after a while. If you keep saying "I love you," but your behavior doesn't reflect that, the words sound like empty promises and lies, which actually just makes it more hurtful. They don't
mhm,
mean anything anymore.
mhm,
She's longing for reconciliation with her dad. Obviously, she wants that there, but the sense of betrayal or the bottle and the addiction, specifically the song seems to be about the addiction of alcohol.
yeah,
Uh, yeah. So
yeah,
sad. It's sad that cancer took him. It's sad, but again, I'm sad about everything regarding the relationship and relationships like this that are out in the world. Of course, not just Demi's, but anyone that has this. because of addiction and mental health issues. Like I don't think he was an evil person. I don't think he did anything to her, physical or otherwise. It just sounds like he wasn't there. I could be wrong, but I don't know if he actually physically did anything as much as just neglect and not being there, and of course
Not as dependable.
Yeah. Ugh. So yeah. Put the bottle down for the love of a daughter. Here's the thing. I'm not defending his actions at all, but the problem with addiction, and I'm not a specialist in any way, shape, or form. My understanding, the problem with addiction is addiction is doing something regardless of the consequences. So he knows, like, he would logically know that when I drink, I'm not a good person, or I don't do good things. But that's what addiction is you still do it despite the consequences. So he's not doing it in spite of his daughter. He loves his daughter. I would assume he loves his daughter because he mentioned that he's glad his stepfather came in and took care of him. But at the same time, what addiction does, and this is regarding anyone that deals with addiction or been around people, don't think they're doing it to hurt you, even though it does hurt you. They're doing it because they're addicted. They're not doing it to you. They're doing it to themselves, but you are the victim. Yes.
They do end up hurting people.
Yes, they hurt people.
Yeah.
But
they're not trying. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not
I'm drinking to hurt my daughter. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. They're just addicted. And that's why it's considered a quote unquote a disease, is because very few people are drinking to hurt people. They're hurting themselves, which in turn hurts their loved ones. But they're not. I'm going to drink this alcohol to hurt my family. They're just drinking it because they're addicted. Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah. Oh, it's too bad. Obviously, we want everyone to be happy and healthy, and I think Demi's in a good place now. I think so. She has closure at least, and yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's tough stuff, guys. It's just tough stuff,
And I would just finish off with, once again, it's another example of Demi's maturity, I think, in taking a topic head on. I guarantee there are plenty of celebrities that have probably similar relationships or similar issues with, parents, but would they ever sing about it? Would they ever like bring it up or talk about it? Probably not. Here's it's another sign of her maturity. Yeah. It's why I love her. Yeah.
She's wonderful. Right.
She's awesome.
Thank you so much, Angela.
Yeah. Thank you. It was excellent. Quite enjoyed that. And hopefully we'll see some more Demi on the next one.